Hey guys, we want to help 10 people this year move to Austria. So make sure you listen to everything we're going to tell you in this video. Don't don't fast forward. Listen, because this is your time. Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor, always bringing you the best of travel all around the world. On this channel, we share information with respect to moving abroad. Like I've promised in the video I made at the start of 2023, I'm going to go boom, 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 boom fast and give you all the details. It's always important for me to state that I'm not an immigration consultant. Everything I share here is a consequence of my travel experience and having lived in more than 5 countries, and I've been to more than 60 countries myself. I also always tell people that I'm not on WhatsApp, I'm not on Telegram. So if you see anybody telling you text this, no, there is no way. It is not me. The only way to reach me is via my email, which I would always put in the description box of this video. Okay. Today, I am bringing you something fresh, something always juicy as always. And like I've said, this is the time to start now because this country is ridiculously cheap. And I love this country because I've visited before and I have a friend there who, we've done this before and we helped 10 people last year, 10 people move to this country, and it's amazing. So if you want to be a part of these 10 people, listen carefully. You need to listen and do exactly what we have talked about, or what we will talk about. This country is Austria. Austria. And I have my friend Henry here with me, and he'll be telling us, breaking it down for us one after the other. Henry, how are you doing? How is it over there?
Very fine. Thank you for having me here again.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let's go straight to the matter of the to the gist of the matter. Um,
Okay.
Talking about Austria, how can you've been in Austria? We've done this before. I just want you to tell us straight, what's the process like? I know that tuition is as low as 300 euros, 327 euros per semester.
Yeah.
And you have very good experience with helping people move to Austria. So what are the steps involved if someone wants to move to Austria and they want to start now?
Yeah, just like we all know, it's no news how the process is actually a complicated process. And I've been seeing a lot online recently, especially since our last video last year. I've been seeing people creating groups and all of that, people giving false information, exaggerating the information. But I would like to make some things clear with this video. Um, from our last video, people came up with lots of questions. I would quickly like to clear this up first. Some people asked if it's necessary to legalize your document before start kicking off admission. Yes, I advise you to legalize the documents first before starting anything. Some people asked, must they go to Abuja for anything? Yes, the embassy, Australian embassy is in Abuja, and the Federal Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs, which the document have to pass through, is in Abuja. Unless maybe with a letter of authority, someone can
So it
actually help
means
you
that
through this.
for those who are out, who are not Nigerians watching, they have to locate the Austrian embassy or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in
Yeah,
their.
if the document they have is coming from Nigeria, if they obtained it in Nigeria, and the school requires you, any document coming out from Nigeria, it has to be legalized. So you have to find a way to pass it through the Austrian
What
embassy,
about what
Abuja.
about if someone is an Indian, for instance, or from Pakistan? Do they have to legalize their documents as well?
They have a law. You have to their policy lists a list of countries that needs this legalization. If India falls there, then you have to legalize your document at the Australian embassy, India.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, some countries are exempted. I think South Africa is exempted. They don't have to legalize anything. You just
Legalize.
have to
Okay,
apply.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, go
So
on.
you have they are actually, if you're not in Abuja, anywhere close to Abuja, you can actually send a representative to do this for you. with the letter of authority. They can submit to the embassy with the letter of authority too. So you need to legalize your document and you need to find your way. Okay, you need to make your document go to Abuja for this. So for there are categories of university in Austria. They have the University of Applied Sciences and they have the General University, which likes of University of Salzburg, University of Vienna, University of Innsbruck, and lots of them. Then the University of Applied Sciences, which is called Fachhochschule, which is the one I mean, they pay 363 euro. In fact, they don't, that's what I pay. They don't separate non-EU and EU students from paying. We all pay 363 euro. Maybe when you add the student union fee, which is 20 euro, comes up to 380 something euro at the end of the day. So, but the other, which I will say, because getting into University of Applied Sciences, they have a particular structure, which is actually very hard to get into. Yeah, but the general university, they charge EU citizens 363 euro and non-EU 726 euro. Then you add the student union fee, which is 20 euro too per
So you
semester.
pay 363 euros per year?
No, per semester.
Per semester, okay.
Yeah, per year is 726.
26, okay.
Yeah.
So
Then the other general.
can you tell us now, people who want to start afresh, what are the steps they need to take if they want to move to Austria?
Yeah, first of all, what you have to do is make your research. Google, you have a path, you have a path career path you actually want to go to. You have your degree, you know okay, this is what I want for my master's, and this is what my degree can actually get me. Research, make online, list all the universities online, Google it, universities in Austria, make draft of the university that offers what you want, then check out what they require. Most of them will require just your transcript, bachelor degree, and your O level. So specifically, what they ask you to legalize would be your bachelor degree and your transcript. In most cases, your O level. But all any other things you are doing for admission, you don't need to legalize it. Like getting a letter of English proficiency, getting your eligibility letter, all those things doesn't require you to legalize it. Then, because you'll be moving this document as required by the embassy before you bring it for them for legalization, you need to move it through the Ministry of Education for the educational document, then you move it down to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs before you go for submission at the embassy. Since you are taking all these documents to the embassy, you are required to tag along your birth certificate because you'll be needing it for your residence permit at the end of the day, and it's going to Austria. And any document you are sending to Austria have to be legalized. So when you are submitting this to the embassy, make sure you tag your birth certificate along, and make sure this birth certificate comes from National Population Commission, NPC. If not, they will reject it, they will bounce you. Some people come up with a tiny piece of paper, the NPC, the usual NPC tiny piece of paper. If that particular document is not issued on the same year you were born, it will be rejected by the embassy. They will ask you to get a declaration from NPC, maybe a court affidavit that will back it up. And it must be signed. The opponent must be your mom or your dad, or maybe guardian if your parents are late. So when you get this, you have to book an appointment at the embassy because it's not the place you can just walk into anytime. So you have to book a date. So the date, sometimes, before you can get a date, they gives like 1 month, 2 months. So it's advisable you book on time. Even before, if you don't stay in Abuja, before you start making this movement, you have to book an appointment with the embassy. So when it gets close to date, you have to go to the ministries, which might not take you up to 3 days to finish up, 3 to 4 days. Then you go for your appointment at the embassy, submit your document for verification. So you pay a fee for your verification, which the embassy have to send a lawyer down to the places you got your document because they want to verify it's authentic. Then they have to send, when they are done, the lawyer will call you. The lawyer will visit all the places And why I said I talked about the birth certificate, the lawyer have to see the person who is a signatory to that birth certificate. And the person must write a statement and sign the same signature on that particular document. So you just have to be careful with that. So when they do all this, they'll call you, hello, Mr. AOB, come up, your document have been successfully verified. Come to the embassy for legalization. So when you get there, you'll be the fees are, you can check the Austrian Embassy Abuja website. All the documents, all the fees are there listed there. The fee for verification and the fee for legalization per document. So when you legalize this, that is when your journey starts. That is when you start applying. By then, I believe you've made your research, you've drafted the schools you want. You know there. Some of them require you to send in the documents. Some of them has an online portal where you can make application. Some of them, but just know you have to legalize your documents. Why? Actually, some schools can give you admission and tell you, okay, whenever you legalize your document, you can send it in for the so we can finalize. As smart as Nigerians, some of them might actually want to get the admission first before going for verification and legalization. But the truth is, remember, you need your birth certificate at the end of the day. What if the school grant you admission and tell you to, okay, now you now come and start booking appointment at the embassy, which will take you like 1 to 2 months. And for the lawyer to verify those documents, it will take you another, officially on the website, they said 8 to 12 weeks. That's 2 to 3 months. Add it with the one you waited for to go and submit your verification. That's like 5 to 6 months. School will give you admission and be waiting for you. That's like more than 1 semester already. You will lose the admission. We've not talked about resident permits, waiting for resident permits to be granted and applying, because you still have to book an appointment for resident permits application, which they will give you like 1 month. And you still now have to come and wait for it to be approved, because it will come to, yeah. So it's just better, once you want to make up your mind about Austria, you just have to make up your mind and start.
Is there a website that people, I remember you talked about a particular website,
yes.
I think, for getting
yes.
this schools.
I think I will advise people to take these 3 websites are really important. Make sure the Austrian Embassy Abuja website. Visit there, go through the tabs, all the tabs, available tabs they have there. There is a document there, information regarding verification and legalization. Try to download it. It's in PDF. Try to download it, read it. Then another one is, personally, that's what I actually recommend. Is a type of, okay, I've forgotten the website, but it lists a kind of schools, all the schools,
Is
all the
it
universities.
Studyinaustria.at?
No.
Okay.
That one is just an explanation of how the education structure of Austria is and how the schools are categorized and classified. So,
all right, for viewers watching, don't worry, we will get the website, and it will be in the description box of this video. So don't worry about that. Just check the description box of this video and the website will be there.
Yeah, so another one is the immigration website, which is the OEAD. I'll send that one to you too. So these 3 websites should come in handy anything you're doing. So searching for your career, whatever you want to study, while Googling, just stick to this website. For me, when I was doing mine, I took my time to visit all the university websites. That's why when people hit me up, I can tell them some of the schools that offer what they offer. Once they mention a school, I tell them, oh, I know the school. They don't do this, they don't do that, or they don't have this thing in English, don't have this social course in English. So it's just simple like that. So you have to legalize your documents, apply for admission when they give you admission, because that will be the reason for your traveling.
Okay.
That will be the reason for your traveling. Then when you get your admission, then you prepare other documents for your resident permit application, which is where bank statement comes in, your travel health insurance, and
how much is proof of funds? How much is the proof of funds needed?
Yeah, they do 1,000 euros every month. So you should show 12,000 euros in a year.
12,000 euros a year.
So, but depends if your rent, it's because they have a threshold for rent as a student. Yeah, you are expected not to pay more than, I think, 320 euro per month. So if it's more than 320, they'll add anything additionally and times it by 12, then add to your proof of funds.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard some people we are saying you have to show 2 years, you have to show 2 years. People have been coming with me at me with that information. I was like, how with your common sense, how will you even come up with something like this? They are giving you a resident permit that is valid for 1 year,
1 year.
which after 1 year, you have to prove another fund. Either you are working or you have to show them that you have enough money to last you for another 1 year when you want to renew. So why would they tell you to show proof of fund for 2 years now?
Well,
How?
look, we're running out of time. I want to ask you some important questions that people would like to know. Let's say three in one. Number one, can they study in English? Number two, is IELTS required? Number three, can they move with family and can they work while they study?
Okay, number one, let's take it one after the other. Now, what's the number one question?
Do you need, can you study in English?
Can you study English? Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you said, yeah, the official language here is German, but you can, because they are trying to get international recognition. So most of the courses here are in English here.
So do you
For
require
master's
IELTS?
level,
Master's
for
level.
master's level, yeah. For English, they have just very few.
For undergrad?
Yeah, for undergraduate, yeah. They have
Okay.
very few.
Very few.
Very,
Okay.
very few, yeah.
Is IELTS a requirement?
No, most of the university, well, people hit me, some people chat me up like I'm trying to get my IELTS so I can I said, for what for? For Austria? Just go. Someone told me recently that the Ministry of Education gives proficiency now. So that's a huge, you can't, so because I know some of this university, when you tell them you need proficiency, they charge you a lot of fees. So you can easily get that. I heard it's for free. They give it for free at the Ministry of
Fantastic.
Education. And it's from the Federal Ministry of Education, Nigeria.
Okay.
So it covers for everything.
And people will also want to know if they can work while they study.
Yeah, sure. You can work. Your resident permit covers for gives you a work permit with your stay.
Fantastic. And the last one, people want to know, can they move with family?
Yeah, you can move with your family. You can move with your family, but they have we have pros and cons moving with family. You can move with your family. They will actually grant you to come along but the thing I'm still trying to confirm, because I'm not really seeing somebody who moved with family, if the dependent can actually work.
Okay.
With a student visa. But I've tried to make some online research, and what's been popping up is if it's on student visa, the person can work.
Okay.
But if it's a work visa, the person can.
Okay, fantastic. Look,
work.
Henry is willing to help 10 people who have decided that they want to move into Austria to actualize their goals. So Henry, how are we going to be able to reach out to you if we want to?
Yeah, just like the old time, they can get to me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Henry _ Kato.
Henry _ Kato. Kato is CARTO, and it's just displayed on your screen there. You can find him on Instagram. Send him a DM, and he will be able to help you move to Austria. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Moving to Austria. We like to keep it short and simple. And I hope that this video has helped you and you'll be able to actualize your goals.